Right, Spirit decided how this was going to go. It has naught to do with me. Because the first one it overran because they wanted to use the Urgum. So we'll see how long this one goes. So we're going to stick with the Urgum. I won't going to use the Urgum, but they've decided that's what we're using. This is going to be an important period in your life, whether you know it or not. So any decisions made, you've got to make sure they're the right ones. Let's see. I'm working my way through the monthly songs for everybody, so you will get Earth Sounds. I've done the first two of the monthly songs. So what does Earth Sounds need to know for the week commencing the 17th, Spirit, please? Oh, see, they've got a theme going, and it's really worrying me personally because I've got Earth in my chart as well. It's Mother Energy. It is stagnation. Nothing can grow in barren lands. 3 and the 30 is negative. The 30th of this month, I know for some reason, is massively important, but we've got a lot of astrologies to get through before then. So expect to go with the flow. Don't resist it, don't fight it, just go with it. Unless it says otherwise. So, situation as it is. Oh, see, there we are. Overcoming enemies. Lovers left the building. A heavy burden. Those enemies may well be yourself. Seeing friends as enemies and enemies as friends. Pisces and Neptune energy, it is kicking the doors on the way out. We're not going to get rid of it until 2026. So that is the heavy burden. Another 3 years when you think, I can't take any more. We've got Gemini, Pisces energy. Mercury retrograde Gemini, 10 days. Yeah. Home and family life, there's an injustice. Libra energy, number 11, massively important negative energy. The sun sign of Aries we're in at the minute, but we will be going into Taurus, but at the minute we're in Aries. The 19 is negative energy. Somebody is deliberately blocking your way, or you're in the dark about something, obstacles in your way, delays in travel, problems with children. You've just got to accept things for what they are right now. It's not fair, but that's how it is, I'm afraid. There is some suggestion of Leo energy. So how others see this? All the external energy. Sagittarius, study, universities, hard lessons to learn, hips and thighs, acting in haste, repenting at leisure. Just be really careful. One night stands, unfinished business, somebody on the dark night of the soul. You have to take a different path. You cannot solve a problem with the same mindset that caused it. And somebody here is going to have to say no. There is no new beginnings. There is no fresh starts. There could be terminations. There could be failed pregnancies. But we won't see that unless we see the Ten of Swords. Work-life situation. Toxic energy. Being bought. Your soul is not for sale, but you are selling yourself to the devil. You're shackled by contract or vow or being used by someone. Capricorn energy, 15, negative. making sacrifices that shouldn't be done, letting negativity into your aura, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically, in the work. You are drained. You are sacrificing your soul on the altar of the devil, and it's not good. 2 and 29, negative energy. Contracts, written word. Be very careful about the written word, the spoken word, and what you put into your body as in diet and medication. There is a missed opportunity here where a year ago maybe you should have severed ties and got out of this. A gift that was rejected. Blimey O'Reilly. Wishes and dreams cannot come true until you declare who you truly are. You stand tall and stop wasting your time banging your head against a brick wall. Stop thinking that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, or being ungrateful, because neither will serve you. You're reaping what you sow, I'm afraid. So up until now, something you've done, it may be years ago, maybe 7 years ago, you are now paying for. But the thing with this is you can't give up. And you are sowing the seeds now for a future. So don't repeat those mistakes. Don't carry on in the same vein. Learn from your lessons and start sowing the seeds for the future you do want. There will be conflict. There will be competition. And the outcome is separation. Somebody made the wrong choice. And now they know it. Adam, Eve, Lily, third parties, children, school days, hands, arms, shoulders, siblings, twins, Gemini energy, negative, 6 and 24. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. And because you're so reliable and stubborn and independent and material thinking, you are people pleasing, or someone is. Refusing to rock the boat. My Pisces in Neptune, like I said, 2026. There's things here that need to come to an end. This is an absolute mess where somebody made the wrong decision. 16 is negative. There is going to be issues, water and electrical problems, massive arguments, accidents, shocks. All you want to sweep them under the carpet and ignore them. You can't do that. It's just not possible. So, $19 negative, 11 negative, 15 negative, 2 and 29 negative, 6 and 24 negative, and 16 negative. All those major arcanas, and every single one of them negative, because you're refusing to see something. You're in denial. Number 8, you have to be aware and you have to connect to spirit. Listen and practice what you preach. Number 8. The solitary shaman, the walker between the worlds, the high priestess, the Romani, the traveller, the psychic, the medium, the empath, somebody who takes on others' energy. You have to protect your energy. October the 11th is important with this, or whenever the carnival comes to town. Call on this spirit helper when in need of a connection and awareness of yourself and surroundings. She will guide you when in need and be the invisible ally that you do need. The spiral into self indicates a knowing of who you are in the past, coming home to who you truly are. Where you came from without ego. You've got to let go of the inner child having a tantrum because it's not turning out the way you want it. This card represents a knowing of yourself, the true you, your spirit, the deepening of your awareness and understanding of the world, through the shaman's eyes. You see, when our physical body dies, our soul lives on to reincarnate again and again. So who are you without the limitations of your body? One needs to look very deep inside to take off the restrictions of who we think we are. If we were never to interact with another person, who would we express ourselves as? Are you comfortable with who you are on the inside, and does it match the person that you are on the outside? Is there an ego that needs to be set aside, or do you need to find your inner strength to be who you truly meant to be, free from the harsh judgment of others we find from those around us? Are you with like-minded people? I don't think so. Or people who support and love you unconditionally. Only when you love who you are on the inside fully, know who you are by doing what brings you joy, will you then not care what other people think of you, as you're shackled by that, the Capricorn energy. Standing proud and confident in your own skin is a powerful energy to be reckoned with, and from this place you can take on anything. When you find that place, remember what it feels like. So when you're feeling off centre and need to find your strength again, look within. The shaman spiral is also showing a need to practice your spirituality. What are your rituals? What is your self-care? You may be getting stuck in your physical material world and getting bogged down. So start doing the practice. Wake up and meditate. That just means daydream. Have your coffee. Give yourself time. Light your incense on your altar or sit with a tree each day. Whatever it is that makes you find peace until you feel it speak to you. Doing the work means showing up and making the spiritual connection necessary to feed your spirit and keep you uplifted in the physical world. So remember the last time you felt really like yourself. It might be when you was a child. And go back there and stay there in your mind's eye until you feel that confident again. It's important because that you're going to need it. So let's do this then. Tine, T-I-N-N-E. It's Holly. So you may know somebody called Holly. It may be Christmas time that's important. Who knows? So we'll read the Holly. Number 81. Let's put some light on the subject. So it's the 8th moon, and it's the joint of the middle finger, the first joint. So Libra energy, which you've got there. The colour dark grey and smoky quartz. The starling is the bird and Budokai the goddess. The spear is the symbol. The letter is E. The planet is the sun, which we've got there. Ignite, mastery, third, a wheel, axis, fires of coal, and today. So today could be important. Holly flowers in July, so July could be important. Tine is the Celtic word meaning sacred tree. There are some thoughts that perhaps mythology speaks not of what we know as holly, but rather the evergreen oak that is referenced. Tine is the symbol of the consistent possibility of creativity. It is often revered above the oak. Its red berries are seen as the red blood of the dying oak king, the dying of the waxing half of the year. See fruits of the moon tree. Magical planets, Mars, elements, fire, power, protection, anti-lightning, which is that's the lightning and it's in the reverse, anti-lightning. Trying to stop things being too harsh. Luck and dream magic. Folklore says that when thrown at wild animals, it will make them lie down quietly and leave you alone. So holly is very important. Teen can be a sign of revenge and vengeance, and I'm seeing that here. Taken for wrongs done to someone. It's also the perfect balance point, which is the Libra, and it's in reverse. It is the force which will right a wrong. The holly is a sign for justice. Teen indicates directed balance and capacity to unify both sides of a question. Its message is to be steadfast in adversity. So stand up for yourself in that situation there. The mortal wounding. Remaining green and vital during the coldest of winters. There is a need for more knowledge because you're in the dark about something, but certainly the need to communicate your ideas well and effectively. So like the High Priestess said, be careful of your words, written or spoken. The holly is a shrub which, forget that. In bulk is important. So in bulk is February the 2nd. Many experts think the original teen is not the holly but rather the holm oak or holly oak. This is the evergreen oak of southern Europe that grows as a shrub or as a tree. I am battle's waging spear. If this moon Imogen sings, I am the battle waging spear, then now comes a rapid change in the energy of the year. We can see that suddenly the bounteous blossoming growth light of the sun has turned into a vengeful destructive force, yes, laying waste to the vegetation of the land. For once more the dying energy reasserts itself. Until now we have working in partnership, placing our energies towards growth. But now we become aware that we must reap and sow quickly. Remember, you reap what you sow. So be careful what you are planting. Quickly now, before all is lost, we now have different needs and we must direct our energy in other life-affirming ways. The sun now threatens our crop. Weeds flourish, as do all other creatures of nature, creating a threat to the harvest, lest we fail to begin to take care of our needs. This conflict in the reversal of energies leads to a mythical battle that is known as the war among the gods. So all your major arcana are in reverse. This is a war among the gods. The prime symbol for this battle for the harvest is the spear. It is said that whoever held it is certain of victory. Here becomes a way of fighting fire with fire. There it is. For it turns into thunderbolts, which is the tower, the messenger of the rains that dispels the summer heat. The spear has its own message for inner life, where before it was enough for us to accumulate and experience the waxing power of the year. Now we must use our energy creatively, shaping it into something that can be shared with others and that will continue independently of us. We must begin to set limits in order to avoid wasting the energy we have, and here we can see the fire, which provided inspiration for us, is something we must now focus and shape like an artist. The fiery waters of becoming is now creative, like the spear torches it. As the moon waxes, we see the shape of the spear, feeling its aura of reversal and abundance. But as the time feels a sense of adventure, this comes with anticipated change. We prepare ourselves to accept that change. On the full moon, which the next full moon is around, I believe, the 6th of next month. It's usually around the 6th. No, I ain't got my book out, so of May. And we accept the guidance offered. The thundering fall of the spear releases the cooling, sapping water, and the moon's waning we begin to focus the energy we have stored, surveying those areas within ourselves that must be prepared for the harvest. So, I who heal may also hex. So someone could be an enemy or a friend. The good enhance, the evil vex. I am avenging spear, so don't take revenge. Karma is not yours to serve. The rich and powerful know no fear, though the season change throughout the year, but I'll speak up and make them hear. I am the avenging spear. For peace and love we ever yearn, but some do wrong and never learn. This time it won't be us that burn. I am the avenging spear. I'm tired of promises, tired of lies, of better life after I die. We take what's ours and touch the sky. I am the avenging spear. So it does mean that you stand up for yourself and don't let people walk all over you. What goes up must soon come down, so wipe your tears and mend your frown. Their time is up, so go claim your crown. I am the avenging spear. On the earth, in the air, through the fire, by the water, I am vengeance, a holy moon's daughter. So a wrong needs to be righted, either to you or from you. For years, she was called Boudicca or Vodicea. Then, for a while, she became Boudica, and later Boudica or Boudicca. The early spelling of her name being a result of poor transcriptions from medieval manuscripts, so somebody may get your name wrong, and incorrect versions of Tacitus, whose account of her story was not discovered until the 16th century. However, the spelling of her name, which means victory, which can be yours, became synonymous with terror and savagery. She led her people to violent revolt against the Roman governor of the province of Britannia, so it may be something about the government. Her call to arms was a direct result of rape of her 2 young daughters by the Romans, so there may be something there that you need to guard yourself against, some danger. This act was political, as Boudicca's daughters were in direct line to her throne and posed a danger to Roman rule. If, thought the Roman officials, their daughters were deflowered, they would be less attractive to noblemen, thus reducing their power. It was customary for the executioner to publicly deflower young virgins, so the gods would not be offended, then either throw them from the cliff or strangle them. So be careful. There is danger here, quite possibly, and you may, if you've got daughters especially, look after them. Roman believes that it to be more humiliating to rape the girls and then have Boudica flogged, with a huge mistake that turned out to be, so justice will be served. She amassed an army who swept through the countryside, utterly destroying 3 cities, including London. She massacred everyone who stood in her way. An estimated 70,000 people perished by her hand, defeated by Suetius, who called her the treacherous lioness, so Leo. A year later, it is thought she took her own life, so as not to be taken by the Romans. So suicide is mentioned also. Boudica, 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 Boudica. Deep in the night, in the quiet place, I hear her voice, I see her face. All in a dream, she was the warrior queen, brought to war by the pain of her daughters. She vowed revenge and promised slaughter. The enemy there, it was the honour affair. Fight the foe, sang the warrior queen. The lion looks proud in the shade of the tree, but the lioness hunts down the prey. The victor is she. Boudica, Boudica, across the lands, her chariot sped, so it could be Cancer. Burning London, 20,000 dead. Feared and serene, the Asena queen, though soon she would falter, Suetius would reign. Forgotten victories are all that remain. Her voice they can hear, an echo from yesteryear. Fight the foe, sang the warrior queen. The lion looks proud in the shade of the tree, but the lioness hunts down her prey. The victor is she. So an angry mother, arguments with the mother. Boudica, 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 the warrior queen, the warrior queen, the warrior queen. Boudica, Boudica, the warrior queen. Boudica, Boudica, the warrior queen. Deep in the night she took her own life, blessed with a smile and a tear. Though she had severed the dearest veins, none would ever forget Boudica. The stone of destiny. The name Steve MacDonald could be important. Starlings is the bird. So watch for the starlings. You need to be adaptable. Because of their adaptability to a variety of conditions, many species are on the increase. So be adaptable as they are. Their presence pushes out native cavity nesters such as bluebirds and woodpeckers. So watch for the cuckoo in the nest. And alarm calls. So like I said, watch, be alert, be aware. There could be danger. Territorial males. Smoky quartz is associated with anchoring energies of the earth, so that fits you lot. A good choice for wanting to gain a deeper appreciation of nature and the greater concerns of the environment. Smoky quartz is said to benefit the lower torso, especially sexual organs, kidneys, abdomen, pancreas. Some healers use it to treat kidney disease, menstrual cramps and fertility problems, which we have got mentioned here. Its subtle energy is also soothing to the heart and the nervous system. The energy of this crystal are more subtle than those of the clear quartz, so its influence is more gradual. Smoky quartz can neutralize negative energies, but it also slowly works nature, make it more suited for situations where caution is called for, so be cautious. Gradual changes are desired. Meditating using crystals as a focus can lead to hidden secrets being revealed. It aids individuals in meditation by clearing worries, emotional blockages, and it is grounding and protective stone. So, look at it. Pause this video. Concentrate on that. It's important. Thanks for listening. That was a doozy.